Good day. This is an introduction to the new digital evaluation form for all of our courses. We will be discussing where to find your evaluation form, where to see your own personal evaluations, where to see your comparison between your scores and the team's, as well as how to change the language of this form and all of our forms to either English or French as needed. The course evaluations will be accessed via a QR code embedded on the last slide of each presentation. Once the students scan the QR code on their personal device, it'll open the form for them so they can then provide their answers. It's important to know that the course evaluation form and all of our forms are bilingual. You may be teaching a French course or you may be teaching an English course with a few people who would prefer to complete the form in French. That's not a problem. You go up to the language bar, you click on it, and then you just select French, and the form will convert over to French for them. The course evaluation form is relatively straightforward and should only take students 2 to a maximum of 3 minutes to complete. It features 8 questions, which depending on how you answer could expand up until 10 questions total. The first 3 questions involve their course type, whether it's a specialty course, and the name of their instructor. So they would simply select the course type, as standard first aid. The next question would be the instructor name. If they're in a specialty course outside of our norms, they have to click specialty, and that will add a new drop down where they can choose some of our combo courses, for example, the basic life support and oxygen and airway management combo course. Then they would select the instructor name. In this case, I'll use Rena. And then they just have to answer how they feel the course was. Professionalism, speaking to the instructor's behavior and language throughout the course, creating a safe environment for everyone to learn. The environment itself was positive for learning for all participants. The course balance had an appropriate balance between lecture and practical activities. The instructor's explanations were clear and easy to understand. And would you recommend this course to others? This is one of the places where they could have the additional question. If they say no, they'll be prompted to please provide an explanation. But if they say yes, it'll just move on to, do you have any other comments, such as the instructor was excellent. And then they all have to do now is submit. All course evaluations are added to a main database. This database is only accessible to the office staff, so no other instructors will be able to see your private evaluations. However, each instructor does have their own personal database so that they can review all of the evaluations they've received, enabling them to track in real time how students are feeling as they're teaching. This database is available through the same link that brings you to your names database. This is the same document. We've just added some new tabs to the bottom of the screen. You can see here at the bottom of the screen, the word evaluations is highlighted, indicating we're on that page. Here's the evaluation we had just submitted on the previous slide, where Rena was teaching a basic life support with oxygen therapy and airway management. And if we scroll over, you can see each of the questions with the mark she was given and an overall average, a running total of her overall average for each of these questions. Okay, this would allow her to see how she's doing and progressing. She can also see if someone was unhappy and why they wouldn't recommend, and she can also see if people have added additional comments like, we liked the instructor, this was a great course, that kind of thing. The other thing to note is over here you can see that Rena and Ian's names are listed. This is what it'll look like if you co-teach with someone and you're both teaching. The students do have the ability to click on each of the instructors involved, and each instructor will get a copy of the evaluation in their personal file. We've added a dashboard feature down here. Click on the dashboard, open up a new page, and you'll be able to see visually here your personal average for each question and how it compares to the rest of the team. Anything highlighted in a green means you're above the team's average. The hope here is that you can then monitor your own evaluations, compare it to your coworkers, and be able to adjust your own teaching accordingly based on the feedback you're being given. You'll be able to track to see if it's improving, staying the same, or you're not being as successful. Additionally, you can see it visually with a graph. The blue bars indicating your marks, the orange stripe indicating the team average. That's all for this presentation. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact the office and we'll happily discuss them with you. Have a good day.